tell. All right, Pepe. Pepe, wake up. Pepe. What is this? Blue Origin's official YouTube channel, which I did not know. And this is a Bezos outfit. Blue Origin, okay? Very similar to a SpaceX, if you will, like Amazon's SpaceX, if you will, called Blue Origin. Announcing Orbital Reef, your address in orbit? What is going on here? Wow, we got a DG ratio here. This is what we call the DG ratio. Lots of dislikes. Lots of dislikes. Oh, you know I love watching this. I love the drama. Let's see what we got here. What is going on here?
There have been dreams for a very long time of robust commercial activities in space with growing populations and so forth. Now we have access to systems that cost less to launch and land, and we now understand how to build destination systems that last for a long time. It's the commercial world in which advanced capabilities get normalized and become a part of everyday life. Orbital Reef is a full-fledged commercial space station.
Think of it as a village. Think of it as many different organizations and people in their own parts of Orbital Reef doing their own activities.
Where all types of companies can come together and do research and/or production, and also provide opportunities for tourists to come and just experience what space is like.
It's an ecosystem that will allow ideas to grow, to germinate, whole new fields and areas of economic arena, new science that we can't even imagine now.
Orbital Reef starts with two strategic partners, Blue Origin and Sierra Space. These two together have the fundamental elements that give us both transportation of cargo and crew and the destination system essentials. In addition, we have a set of expert teammates, which includes Boeing, who will be developing our research module.
We'll be providing crew and cargo transportation.
Did he just say Boeing?
With the Starliner. And when the Orbital Reef is operational, we'll provide all of the operations and
He did say Boeing.
Necessary to sustain the Orbital Reef.
Genesis.
Yeah, these dudes, like this is like two rich, egotistical men right now. like Elon and fucking Jeff are going at it, aren't they? Whose penis is bigger? Who can piss farther? Like, this is a giant fucking piss fest right now. I love it. Like, let there be a space race. You know, it used to be America. It used to be governments. It used to be America and Russia. Now it's Bezos and fucking Musk. It's a fucking space race to see whose cock is bigger, man.
Who are developing the single-person spacecraft for suitless extravehicular
I mean, Bezos
activity.
got some serious cash right now, man. You talking Bezos money, man? Bezos got serious cash.
ASU is going to bring together this international group of 14 universities to work with Orbital Reef on the ethics and guidelines of research, on how we can bring to bear all of our expertise.
Wait, ethics? Did they say ethics? They're talking about Bezos here. They're talking about what ethics? Wait.
And Redwire, who provide in space manufacturing.
Leveraging the microgravity.
And we're talking about Musk too. Listen. I like Musk and the fact that he's like a guy who gets shit done because he's a leader and he explains shit in a way that, you know, people can invest behind. But by no means did he start SpaceX. By no means did he start Tesla. By no means did he start PayPal. These are all things that he saw an advantage to and a future in, and he sold the fuck out of them, and he did it successfully. And he can lead people in order to get something done. Well, he's not innovated these things, you know. Now, Bezos, on the other hand, innovated Amazon from like an internet site that literally just sold books to like the only online marketplace that everybody fucking uses, from toilet paper all the way to fucking, you know, PCs and shit, you know. So like, this is quite interesting to me that we're seeing this space race between Musk and Bezos right now.
New science, new discoveries, and new commercial applications.
We're working very hard to make sure that Orbital Reef is not just for the entities that have had access to space so far. It's intended to be
for William
humanity's
Shatner
footprint in Earth orbit, and that means all the nations and companies and peoples of the world.
I think that Orbital Reef offers us an opportunity at this point in history to really approach the next frontier as humans and to expand beyond the surface of the planet.
Maybe there's a company that wants to manufacture materials in space. Maybe there's a school that wants to send.
Maybe there's a spare bolt from the millions and millions of tons of garbage traveling at speeds you cannot fucking fathom that will literally destroy all of this in the matter of like 3 minutes. Maybe that as well. There is so much fucking garbage floating out there. You know, they need to invent some type of shield system first. Like before they go balls in and they really get the money and invest in this, can we invest in some like shield technology so that we don't have to worry about all the fucking trash that's out there? Like this is going to cost a fucking literal shit ton. Bezos is going to at least spend half his stack on this.
Sent an experiment up.
They'll
Maybe
still
there's
have
a
money
nation
left over
that's
for a
ready to
vacation.
send someone into low Earth orbit to inspire their entire nation.
It's limitless.
Right,
the
right.
implications of microgravity research, development,
Absolutely.
and manufacturing.
Absolutely. I am glad that we're seeing like strides in this area, Jade. But Jade, you're absolutely right. I feel exactly like you do. Jade says, I feel like we are 30 years behind where we should be when it comes to space and space tech. It's because there was nobody to compete against, right? Humans are so competitive. And back in the 60s when we had the space race, man, we were fucking pounding shit out. We had to beat those Russians, right? But now there was like, everything's become very docile and there's no competition. And now we got the competition. And the irony is it's between two fucking egotistical dudes trying to see whose cock is bigger and who has much more money and who can do this first. Now there's going to be a lot of money in this, but there's going to be a huge amount of investment needed to be made. We're talking in the trillions of dollars here. Like we are talking like what we are in debt right now, multiply that times like 50. And that's probably what you're talking about as an investment into space. But some people would say it's not even worth it, but it is so fucking worth it to do something like this. There is so much money to be made here. And not only that, but it's great for like the explorers in heart, for the right reasons. Also for me, I think that humanity, like we have this little spark inside our heart and we are all explorers by heart. We're always trying to figure out what's out there. We're always trying to find the newest thing. Like there's something in our genetic code where we literally have to find, like there's something to us that we're always going out at further and further and trying to figure out what is our surroundings? What are we involved in? What is it that is life? These questions, these eternal questions that drive us forward. And I love the explorer in us. Like I love that. I love it.
Every aspect of our life, of industry, of science will be impacted by the discoveries that we make on Orbital Reef.
This unique environment that's only a couple of 100 miles away from us is both transformative and accessible. It's incredibly exciting.
It is exciting, but like this is way out there. This is going to take forever. And like they put this together in a very sloppy way, if you ask me, which is probably why they got the dislikes on it. Because people were like, okay, yeah, whatevs. And, you know, that's a great fucking commentary, Jamma, where you said like, you know, what slowed us down is the fact that we're starting to become more introverted by the communication that's supposed to make us extroverted. So Jamma's like, hey, you know, our own technology kind of slowed us down because now we're so focused on phones and what's going on kind of in the internet and that we kind of focused inwards. But like the irony is, and I say this to my kids all the time, is like they're always on their phones, they're always looking at their phones. And I said, here's the real irony. Like you're not having any meaningful conversations. You're just on there and you're not really, it sounds very boomer, by the way, when I say this shit. It makes me appear very old, but it is the truth. And that is like a technology that was designed for us to actually reach out to communicate to people is the same technology that actually made us more introverted. You know, like the irony is that the actual technology is for communication, but in a way we lost real true context in what it is that makes us human, and that is meaningful conversation where you can actually understand contextually what is being talked about in front of you by looking at somebody's face and seeing their expressions and seeing, you know, this anonymity in communication right now lends itself to getting things way out of hand in terms of context and people taking things the wrong way. And it's just a really horrible form of communication. You can see it in my chat. You can see it in other people's chats. You can see it on Twitter. You can see it in comments on YouTube videos. You can see like a lot of times things are taken the wrong way that maybe not were taken out of context, and it's all because of this modicum, this form of communication that we have, and it's a really disconnected way in which to have a dialogue with somebody. It really is. Yes, we did. Yes, we did, Body Gaming. Let's get back to the show.